I know what you're thinking. Tess, why the fuck are you sitting in your bathtub filming yourself? I will tell you why. The bathroom is my favorite place in the world. It's clean. Well, 90% of the time it's clean. This bathroom could do with a good scrub, but it's where I have my deepest, darkest, weirdest, complicating, philosophical, weirdest fucking thoughts ever, and I want to share them with you. I've always had a really weird time with making friends and keeping friends in my life. I've just never been one of these kids or one of these girls that has a ton of friends or always is hanging out with kids, always sleeping over at people's houses. Oh, I hated sleepovers. They still haunt me to this day. If someone says to me, "Do you want to have a sleepover?" I get full chills through my body. I feel sick. I want to cry. I want to call my mom and I want to go home. I've had so many bad experiences with sleepovers that I am scarred for life. So if I ever hear that word in public, I feel sick. I'm a bit of an introvert. No, I'm not a bit of it. I'm a massive introvert. I have a very small social battery. And I just have gotten into the really bad habit of not making an effort to see people. It's a really bad routine I kind of slipped into last year. And this year, I want to change that. I want to focus on keeping people that truly, truly matter in my life and really, really working on those relationships that I love. But something I've struggled with, I don't know when this came about, and I don't know why it's come about, but I struggle with the thought that people don't want to see me. Like, I always tend to think, I'm not going to message this person. I'm not going to ask them to hang out because they don't want to see me. They don't want to hang out with me. And I think that's a pretty common thing. I think it's just a form of insecurity. And I think it's a form of anxiety of just like, this person doesn't like me. But like, if they don't like you, then they wouldn't be your friend. Like, that's just that. They just wouldn't be your friend. And if they are keeping you around because they don't like you, like, you don't want to be friends with someone like that. That's just such a complicated situation, but you just don't want to be friends with someone that doesn't like you. Like, what the fuck? So last weekend, I decided to go down and see all my friends that I have not seen in months because I moved away. And when I was messaging my friend, I was like, oh, okay, I have nowhere to stay. Like, I don't want to bother him because I don't want to be like, hey, can I go stay at your house? Like, because that's just such a bomb to put on someone. And I was just winding myself up. I was like, this person doesn't want to see me. They hate me. I don't even know why I think these things, but I did. And I was like, they're just they're gonna fucking block me. And so I was like, okay, I messaged them and they were like, duh, of course you can stay with me. Like, this is what I mean. It's just like, where do I get these thoughts from? How do I convince myself that this person doesn't like me when they clearly do? I need to get over this weird thing where I think that no one likes me. It's like, shut up. People like you. They do. Anyway, I went down to the city and I saw all of these people that I haven't seen in months. And it was a really, really fun weekend and I had loads of fun, but it was socially very, very draining and I had a very, very, very small social battery, but it was very, very good to see people. And so I think what I'm trying to say is like, although it's really hard to put the effort in, it's really important to see these people, even if it drains your social battery, even if it is hard. It's like, it's so important to put the effort in to see your friends because we need friends. We need people in our lives. Human connection is one of the biggest, most important things to have in our lives is proper human connection. But I think something I struggled with when I went down to the city was there were a few people down there that I just didn't feel like we had a connection anymore. And I think it's because we grew apart. And this is what I've noticed with a lot of friendships is you make friends sometimes when you're going through a certain thing in your life. That is how you connect with people. You make a friend because you have something in common at the time. So say I really liked a TV show and I met someone that really, really liked this TV show as well, and we became friends over it. We would talk about it or whatever, like completely hypothetical situation. Say pretend like you're talking to this friend about it and you just really, really get close over this. You leave for a couple months, you go back, you don't really like this show anymore, but they still really do. And so it's kind of like when you see this person, it's like, oh, like we don't really have anything in common anymore. Like, how do we grow this friendship? Do you know what? Like, I just don't actually feel that much of a fucking connection with you. And that's where it's tough. It's like you sometimes just make friends over one thing and they're only really meant to be in your life at that one point. Sometimes it's not good to force friendships. Sometimes it's like, okay, do you know what? I think this friendship has run its course and we can move on now. Friendships like that can be really hard to remove yourself from. But it is important to prioritize yourself and just think, okay, is this friendship going anywhere? No, let me just kind of like drift away from this person. But you can't drift away from everyone. When you have a friendship that is genuinely precious, you have everything in common with this person. They get your humor, you trust them, they make you laugh, you make them laugh. They know your deepest darkest like secrets. It's like those are the friendships that you want to work on. I think sometimes we convince ourselves that more is better. The more friends we have, the more people we have in our lives, that's better way. It's going to make us happier. But I think it's better to have one friend that you genuinely connect with, genuinely like, than 50 people that you don't really like that much. You know what I mean? Like if someone said to me, okay, you can have 100 friends or you can have one friend that is your best friend. I'd be like, give me the best friend, 100% all the time. I just think it's important when moving forward into your adult life to kind of like invest in invest in people. Okay, so this is a way that I'm gonna look at it. When you're a teenager, you have all these clothes, right? You just buy so many clothes. You're just like, I like this, I like this, I like that, I like that, because that I can wear that for that event and I can wear that for that event. And then your wardrobe is just filled with clothes that you don't really like. You just got them because at the time you were like, okay, I really like this piece of clothing, or I'm going out to dinner on Thursday. This is gonna go really nice with that. And then you have no other time to wear that ever again because it's just weird. I think we can do that with friendships in our teenage years, is that we just fill our community with people that we kind of like. But the hard part is getting rid of those clothes in the wardrobe. It's so much easier to fill your closet than it is to empty it, I think. You hold on to certain things because you think you might need them in the future. Just like people, you hold on to certain people because you're like, oh, well, you know what? Like, I know I don't really like this person, but I'm going to keep them around anyway. But the truth is, you really just need to get that shirt out of your wardrobe because you hate it and it's ugly and it just does not look good on you and it doesn't fit you anymore and it's just not right. People are literally just like that. And I think what people are doing in their 20s is with their wardrobe, they invest in staple pieces. I love that word. Staple pieces. So they invest in pieces of clothing that is gonna last them a lifetime. And they're really hard to find and they can be really expensive, but they'll be there in 10 years. They'll be there in 20 years. They're timeless. And I think friends are like that. When you get into your 20s, you want to invest in people. You want to, that sounds really fucked up, but like you want to be careful who you pick to be in your life. Is this person going to be around in 10, 20 years? Or are they just it looks good now kind of thing? You want to invest in people. And I know that like I'm saying that out loud and I'm like, that sounds really, really weird, but I know what I mean. I think it's important to focus your energy onto people that genuinely fill your cup and make you feel comfortable and make you feel secure and safe and excited and inspired, and they make you laugh and they get your sense of humor, and they tell you to shut up sometimes when you just really need to shut up. Like, just people like that actually you actually connect with. I think that's so important to invest in that and invest in those friendships and invest in those people, because they're going to be the people that come to your wedding, or they're going to be the people that hold your hand when you're scared, or that you pick up the phone and call when you have an argument with somebody. Like, they're the people that matter, and they're the people that you need to invest your time and energy into. And that's what I'm going to be doing this year, I think. Instead of focusing on the number of people that I'm friends with, I want to focus on the kind of friendships that I have, and cherishing those and nourishing those and watering those friendships so that they'll grow into something beautiful. And it's just picking those people wisely, I think. And my fellow people pleasers out there, I know this is hard. I know this is hard for you, but I really, really do believe in you, and you can do it. But I am really grateful that I could go away this weekend and spend time with people that are lovely. People that you can call at 1 o'clock in the morning and they'll come get you. People that you can be your true, authentic self around. People that make you laugh. They're the people that matter. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the new setting as well. I think I'm going to be doing some more videos in here after I give it a good clean. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Sending you so much love. Bye.